welcome to the Checked Out Podcast, the official podcast of the Cincinnati and Hamilton County Public Library. I'm your host, Jessica Renato, and I'm here today with Alex Berding-Miller, the Branch Supervisor of Youth Services at the North Central Branch Library, Melissa Gartner, the Youth Librarian at the Anderson Library, and Emily Griffis, our Youth Programs Coordinator here at Maine. And we are here today to talk about summer reading. Yay! But before we get into summer reading, we like to talk to our guests about what they're reading, watching, and listening to. So, Melissa, what about you? What are you reading, watching, or listening to these days?
Well, I just got Project Hail Mary in on Libby.
So good.
So I'm starting that, so I'm excited about that. And then last night I watched Voicemails for Isabel. It's that new rom-com on Netflix.
Oh,
that's
cute.
very popular. It was very cute. Very classic, like 2000s, 90s rom-com.
I love a rom-com.
Yeah, highly recommend.
I love it. And what about you, Alex?
Sure. So I'm currently on the tail end of listening to the audiobook for The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson.
Very nice.
Yeah, very highly recommended by some friends, but it is a bit of a lengthy read. The audiobook's 40-some hours. So.
Yeah, he is, but he's a big name, of course, a long-standing name in the fantasy writing genre. So
Yes.
Very nice.
And if you're not cut out for that, or you're not interested in quite such a long read, I would also recommend The Emperor's Soul by him as well.
Oh, I've read that. It's very good. And what about you?
I am reading a YA novel called Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. If you like suspense, she wrote Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So if you like suspense, I recommend it. It's about a girl named Jet who sustains a brain injury by being attacked, basically. And then they give her just a week to live, and her goal is to solve her murder, basically, to find out who attacked her. That's very good.
I read that, actually.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
It was okay.
I like it so far, but I don't know how it's going to end.
Did you read Good Girl's
Yes,
Guide
I
to
liked
Murder?
that
I loved
better.
that one.
Yeah.
I
haven't read
loved
the new
Good Girl's
one
Guide to Murder.
Yeah,
I
it
will
was
say
really
it
fun.
doesn't hold up all the way, but it's still good.
I liked her other one. I think it's Holly Jackson. Or no, the reappearance of Rachel Price.
Yes.
That one is really good.
That
by
one's
her.
good too,
Yes,
yeah.
I liked that one a lot.
I love it. A little bit of summerween reading, a little bit of thriller,
Oh,
a
yeah.
little bit of fun. We've been talking about that a little bit in the office of what we're reading for summerween.
I like
So,
those days,
yeah.
Well, nothing says summer like a haunted camp.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love a haunted camp book.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I just read one, and I'm like, in my head, I'm like, it's by Cleo Ballard, and it is like, it's not Sometimes I Lie, but it's something with lie, and it's like an AI takes over one, and I'll tell you, that is like even more, I feel like relevant right now, and so creepy, where she like programs this AI to tell when people are lying. And then she like records stuff, and then the AI begins to like take over and starts telling her like how to run her life, and then like making decisions for her. And like when she hears that her daughter is getting bullied at school, the AI goes and like digs up all these facts about the bullies and like ruins their life. It is a ride, and it was so good, so good.
I have to put that on my list. It
Yeah,
sounds really
it is
good.
very, very good. I'll get that, and we'll make sure that it's in the podcast link below. I'll get the exact title of it, but so good. Anything else we should be watching or listening to right now that you guys are watching or listening to?
I am listening to the audiobook of, it's called Sea of Charms by Sarah Beth Durst, and it's the third book in the series of The Spell Shop and the Enchanted Greenhouse. It's a cozy fantasy. It's just feel good, very cute.
I love it. I love cozy fantasy as well.
I should try Cozy Fantasy.
That's
I'm
really
re-listening to Throne of Glass right now.
That's my
Because I want to
favorite.
I want to get through it all again before
The new book comes
out. Yeah, so I'm on Assassin's Blade now because I do that fourth. I don't do it first.
Ah,
It's controversial.
Okay, why
because
fourth?
I know why. You go ahead.
Well,
Explain
that's
why.
what Sarah J. Maas says.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that's her
why-
reading
yeah.
it? Okay.
That's fun. Yeah, I'm excited about it too. Actually, my dog's name is Reese, so I'm a big SJM fan.
That's amazing.
So that's awesome. All right, well, we're going to take a quick break and hear about some things happening at the library, and we will be right back.
Visit your favorite arts, cultural, and recreational attractions in Hamilton County for free with a Discovery Pass. With your library card, you can reserve a Discovery Pass for 15 local attractions, including the Cincinnati Museum Center and American Sign Museum. Learn more at chpl.org.
Did you know the library offers free printing? Print up to $5 of documents every day for free. That's 20 color pages or 33 black and white pages. Additional pages are only 15 cents a page for black and white or 25 cents a page for color. Learn more at chpl.org.
Welcome back to the Checked Out Podcast. I'm here today with Alex, Melissa, and Emily, and we are ready to talk now about all things summer reading, which is well underway already here at the Cincinnati and Hamilton County Public Library. So I'm going to hand it over to you guys. Can you tell us a little bit about the program, maybe some important numbers and statistics?
Yeah, so summer reading, we're about 3 weeks underway now. Summer reading is for all kids 0 to 18. You can sign up to do our challenge, and just for signing up, you get a free book, you get your first camp badge, you get a Reds voucher while supplies last, and you complete all the challenges, and then you can return and get another prize. So you can sign up anytime before July 31st. So as of Monday, June 15th, we already had 22,234 kids sign up to participate, which is amazing.
That's exciting.
I know, it's so great. We are already ahead of 2025, so participation at that time last year was at about 20,700 kids. So yeah, there's still plenty of time to sign up. You can help us make the program one of the best years yet.
Yeah, and if kids get it done before July 16th, they can get a bonus challenge, right?
Bonus challenge and an extra chance to win a prize.
I love
And
that.
get 2 prizes.
I love that. That's so much fun. And of course, summer reading would not be possible around here. We have to acknowledge our wonderful sponsors who help make sure that we bring this to all 41 branches of our library every year and put those books and reading trackers into everybody's hands.
Yeah, we have a lot of sponsors this year we're very thankful for. So our sponsors are the Friends of the Public Library, the Library Foundation, Scripps Howard Fund, the Volgamut Hershey Foundation, the Andrew Juergens Foundation, and then in-kind support from both Gold Star and Raising Cane's. So we have some Gold Star featured programs. There's one at each branch this year. Just for going to the program, you get a voucher for a free Gold Star kids meal. And Raising Cane's, again, free kids meal. You can get those just by coming into the library and spinning the Wonder Wheel and talking to our staff.
I love that. Yeah, we're very grateful for those sponsors and the wonderful things they provide for our community. And of course, part of summer reading are some of these events and programs that we're talking about. 41 branches, lots and lots of activities happening. And of course, Alex and Melissa, we have 2 people here today from our branches outside of Maine who are overseeing some of these programs. So would you guys tell us about some of those things that we can look forward to?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm up at the North Central branch, and we've had some great programs already, including I just got done with a DIY tabletop minis painting event, which was really cool. But upcoming on July 7th, we have a stuffed animal camp out. So bring your favorite stuffy, and they'll come spend a night at the library.
We've gotten some media coverage on that before because I just really love seeing the kids with their stuffies at the library. So fun.
Yes, and I'm sure all those stuffed animals will be getting up to plenty of adventures while the librarians are not.
They get into a lot of mischief.
And then on July 22nd, we have our Brick Days Lego Derby, and that's with some support from the American Construction Toy Museum. They're going to be putting on a great show for us, so if you enjoy building things, come out for that for sure.
Nice. That sounds really fun. I love Legos and building everything. Anderson, we have pretty much a program every Tuesday at 2. And you usually don't have to sign up for those ones. Those ones are usually like presenters that come in. We'll have like a puppet show or a magic show, things like that. And then what's really big with our tweens and teens is the Ethics and Dragons program. So UC will come in and do Dungeons and Dragons with ages 11 to 18, but they also teach them ethical scenarios, and they talk about ethical dilemmas and things like that. And that is at Anderson on Wednesdays from 5 to 7, but it also is at a bunch of other branches. So if you go to chpl.org, you can see which branches have that. And the tweens and teens really, really like it.
Yeah,
so much
I was going to say, we had that when I was the youth librarian down at Avondale, and it's always really funny and a really great experience for the kids to see them stop and think about the implications of what they're doing.
Yes.
They're on this adventure and they want to go after the bad guy or do this and that, and they have to think about, well, wait, what does that mean for the rest of my adventure? And teaching that kind of thinking is really important.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great way for kids to learn social emotional concepts and to kind of practice that decision making and make decisions they're not sure about without real life serious consequences. So
Yes.
Yeah, and the UC students that teach it are amazing. The kids really relate to them, and I think really look up to them as well.
yeah, that's in partnership with the UC Ethics Center.
That's great. And there are other events and programs coming up with other partners. We have a pretty long list of them. I know Great Parks is one of them.
Yeah, Great Parks is one of them. They have some nature type programs. They have some programs that they're going to be coming out to the branches with animals, which is really exciting. We have a couple with Madcap puppets, Linton peanut butter and jam sessions, crystal clear science. You can try some STEM activities and science experiments. So we have a lot of really great things coming up. You can find all of our events at chpl.org/events.
And then, of course, as part of summer reading, we have some of our tried and true things like story times happening always, often more themed to summer reading specifically, crafts, scavenger hunts, science experiments. What am I missing? I feel like there's always something.
We did some friendship bracelet making right along with Camp Read. Yeah, I did a Parent Trap program. So we watched Parent Trap, and then we had friendship bracelets and snacks and stuff. We're going to do a World Cup watch party for the semifinal.
Nice.
Because I love the World Cup.
Oh, so do we. We are all in on the World Cup right now
It's
at
like
our
my
house.
March Madness.
Yeah,
So I'm like, this is my time to shine.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, so I think it's July 15th at 3 at Anderson. We're going to have the game playing in the kids' room and have
Fun.
snacks and stuff.
There are 3 programs that are happening across the system that are kind of go along with the summer reading Camp Read theme. And one of them is DIY wind chimes. So kids can go in and make their own wind chime, have it outside, and kind of learn about wind and weather and things like that while they're doing it. Another one is bug hotels. So they'll learn about pollinators and the kinds of bugs that they might see in their backyard. And then Camp Survival is another program. And that is where kids will get to make their own sundial and compass and kind of learn about the physics and science behind that.
That's so fun. I know as a member of our brand team, I had the opportunity to see some of those little field guides that they made for each of those activities, and they look so cute. So much fun. Well, we are going to take a quick break and hear about some things happening at the library, and we will be right back.
Do you need a private space for studying or a meeting? Cincinnati and Hamilton County Public Library offers free meeting and study rooms for reservation. Available at most library locations. Learn more at chpl.org.
To expand access to STEM-related learning tools and materials, the library has partnered with the Library Foundation and Dean Regas to circulate 15 telescopes for use by library cardholders. Telescopes are available at 15 locations, and each can be checked out for a 7-day loan period. Learn more at chpl.org.
Welcome back to the Checked Out Podcast. I'm here today with Alex and Melissa and Emily, and we are talking about summer reading, which is always a great time. So let's get into the why of summer reading. Alex, can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously we have a lot of great stuff that we've already talked about with summer reading. You get, free prizes and books, and there's all sorts of fun programs to do. And while that does obviously have value in and of itself, we also try to support our communities and our young people a couple of different ways. So, for instance, some of the examples I've seen at our branch and in my own life, we're working on that early literacy with print awareness, print motivation. We mentioned that you get a book just for signing up, and that's because, we want the kids and teens in our community to know that anyone can be a reader. You don't have to complete a whole program. You don't have to come to so many library events. If you come to the library and you sign up, you get that book, and you can have it in your home. And obviously there's a lot of different studies that talk about the importance of having a home library and what that does for young people growing up. So we're really trying to build that. I know my own son Grayson already, we've been reading for summer reading every night, and he's only 18 months, but already I'm reading to him, and he's got to have his own book in his lap too, flipping through it. So we're already building that print motivation for him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so some of the studies that Alex was talking about, there's one specifically that we like to point to a lot that says that having books in the home and building your own home libraries has a pretty substantial impact on academic achievement and economic success for the future of the child. And that comes from a study published in 2023 by Scholastic Research. So it has some really good information in there.
I love that. And I think it's great to hear these whys as we talk about them, because I know for a lot of us, summer reading, at least for me, it feels like a very nostalgic thing. And it's like, but we still do it. Why do we still do it? Or why is it in this age of digital, why is it something we still focus on? And that's why.
Yeah.
Building the next generation of readers and learners.
Right. Yeah, and part of our challenge is really focused around we have the 4 categories of read, create, discover, and explore. And throughout that, we've really encouraged kids to interact with the library in different ways. So they get to talk to staff that they might not have met before and build those relationships, use some of our resources, explore the collection of books and databases and things they might not have used before. And some of our services, like our challenge, you can complete some challenges by using the Discovery Pass, getting a free meal at one of our library locations, or working with some of our homework helpers.
Yeah, and I think something really cool for summer reading this year is that as part of the Camp Read theme, you can earn different badges as part of Camp Read this year. So you get one when you sign up,
Yes.
But there are different ones for different activities that you can complete. You can collect them all. They're quite cute. They have all kinds of different little critters on them, and quite fun to add to your own collection.
They're so cute. I've seen a lot of kids get really excited about collecting them. We've had some staff report that kids are coming in with their own homemade sashes to store them
my
on.
gosh, I love
They're really
it.
excited about it. So some of the badges are, we have a helper badge, so we encourage kids to help either a library staff member, a family member, a friend complete some kind of task, and they can earn that badge. We have a bookworm badge where if they read for an hour, they earn that. What are some of the other ones?
The researcher, which is learn about a creature, which Betty Anderson, this sweet, sweet little girl, came up and was like, I earned my researcher badge. I read a book all about Japan, and she thought that she could read research about anything. We gave her the badge, don't worry. But I thought that was so cool that she was just like, I learned about Japan, and she read a whole book about Japan, and then she flipped it over when she brought it up, and she said, oh no, it says animal. It doesn't say read. And we were like, you get the badge. You did a research. You did great. A lot of kids will get the researcher badge after going to one of the animal programs.
Cute.
Too, like the petting zoos.
Yeah, Adventurer, I believe, is one of them.
Yeah, Adventurer badge is for going to a library program specifically.
Yeah,
so you could earn technically 2 badges in one go there.
Yes.
Yeah. Historian, I think, is learning about someone from history.
Yeah, learning about an influential figure in the past that inspires you.
Yeah, and there's one that specifically ties into the 250th anniversary of America
Yes,
this
that's
year.
the historian
That's
one.
the historian one.
That's the historian one.
I believe there's a creator or an artist one.
Yes, an artist badge. So just do any kind of artwork, get creative, stretch those brain muscles.
Cute. I'm very partial to the one with the possum on it. I think it's so cute.
I love the graphics.
The possum
the
one,
characters are so cute.
The characters are very cute. The possum one we were just thinking about as I love that you chose possum for that one, because it's you have to be brave, and possums have a hard time doing that. So it's you have to go on an adventure and be brave, and it's really cute.
Nervous.
Yeah.
And the nice thing too is, in addition to all of these ones that we're talking about, a lot of the branches have their own as well. So if you're going into your library branch, definitely ask them what additional badges they might have. I know up at North Central we have a bird watching scavenger hunt that if the kids complete, they get their own little badge for that.
cool.
as well.
Very cute.
So
That's so much fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, ask your local branch what unique badges they might have, because many of them are creating their own.
Yeah, ours is a brain teaser.
Cute.
To solve. Yeah, so they get a brainy badge.
Brainy Batch.
Or it's called Super Solver. That's right, Super Solver.
Super Solver. Well, Alex and Melissa, you're both out in the branches all the time, talking to customers. Are there any particular stories from summer reading that have stood out to you this year?
We had a friend of mine, her daughter is visually impaired, and she was really excited that we had a black and white book because she said that black and white books are very good for the visually impaired. So that stuck out to me. And then, we also did the postcards this year, so the kids could get a postcard when they signed up, or get a postcard ahead of signing up if we visited their school. And this sweet little boy got one at sign up, and he said, "I'm going to send this to my babysitter because she's sick."
Aww.
And I thought that was so cute.
That
I
is
was like,
really
I'm sure that'll make her
sweet.
feel better.
That's
Yeah.
so sweet.
If you find one of those postcards kind of floating around your kid's backpack from school, you can definitely still bring it to the library and get a tattoo or something in exchange. Or you can send it out to grandma, grandpa, a friend. It's a great way to practice writing skills.
Absolutely. And share the love of the library.
And share the love of the library, yeah.
Yeah, I think for me, what I've enjoyed seeing the most this summer is just young people and their families discovering new interests and maybe even new talents. Again, we talked a little bit about the why at the beginning of this section, and I mentioned the tabletop minis program that I had done, and it was really cool just having a whole group of people who had never experienced that hobby before, didn't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons or tabletop gaming, and they were able to come in and learn that the library has a makerspace that they can use to print pieces for these games, and that they don't have to spend a ton of money to get into this hobby that they might have heard of, but possibly weren't too sure about, and we see that across all of our other activities because we've had programs building with duct tape and all sorts of other programs at our branch throughout the summer where people are just getting to explore with either materials or in ways that they might not have thought of or might not have access to at home, which was really cool.
Yeah, we have a lot. I mean, I think we have a puzzle library. We also have games a lot on our puzzle library that you can take and just return on the honor system. I think you all have that now too, don't you, at North Central?
Yep. Yeah, you can come and borrow puzzles and board games and bring them back when you're done.
So there's lots of free summer fun.
Free summer
at the
fun.
library.
Yeah, one of our biggest summer reading goals is to prevent that summer slide, that we call it, or the summer learning loss. And getting to do all these programs or get the puzzles or, go on an adventure is a great way to keep those brains going.
I know in our own house, personally, as a parent I have 4 children, we went to the kickoff for summer reading, and I have a teen and an almost teen, and they're a little bit harder now to kind of get through the door. But it was great to just walk in and be like, we don't need to worry about reading levels or AR scores. Go pick out what you want to read. I don't care what it is. And my 15-year-old came back with a book on ancient Rome, which is always, you never know. But I think the great thing was to see, I have 11-year-old twins, to see them okay, we're just going to read graphic novels this summer. I'm like, absolutely, go for it. And I know you're going to read that probably in one sitting, but it's the library, so I don't have to worry about buying the entire set.
Hey, graphic novels
I love graphic novels.
I love them.
Great. And then they teach you more than just a print book could not.
I agree.
Visual cues, action. You can identify action in photos, facial expressions, things like that.
Yeah. And for kids who may have learning differences, within my family particularly, they're enjoyable, and we want reading to be enjoyable.
Exactly.
Yeah, we have a graphic novel book club at Anderson actually that I run for tweens, and it's popular. I mean, I have probably 10 to 15 kids depending on the month, and I like that it's not a lot of pressure for them to have to read a book in a month. They feel like they can do it, and we have really good discussion about it too. And some other branches I think have some graphic novel book clubs as well.
Oh, that's fantastic. Anderson has a great graphic novel collection as well.
Yes, we do.
Well, thank you all for being here on the show today. We really appreciate you coming on and talking about summer reading with us. If you are interested in learning more about summer reading, you can go to chpl.org/summer, and we have a lot of resources there, including our trackers, Spanish translations of those trackers, and all the information that you need to know about summer reading. You can also visit our website to find more summer reading related events at your local branch. They're happening all summer long at our 41 branches, so if you're looking for more information, please go there. And thank you for listening today. We hope you'll tune in next time for our next episode of Checked Out. Checked Out is a podcast presented by the Cincinnati and Hamilton County Public Library. It is produced by Paul Wellington, sound engineered by Steve France, hosted by Jessica Renato, and supported by the CHPL brand team, as well as the hundreds of library staff across Cincinnati and Hamilton County. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next week.